Today's show, this is our Invest Brilliantly broadcast show that I do every Monday. And on the Invest Brilliantly broadcast show, on Mondays, I talk about note investing for newbies. That's the name of our show, Note Investing for Newbies. So if you're new to the note investing space, then you're going to enjoy this. It's designed for you. And today I'm going to show you the foundational stuff on how to build $1 million note portfolio for yourself. I'm going to give you a high-level 30,000-foot view of how that's done. And I want to welcome Pat to the show today. Hello, honey. That's my wife. She's on with us today. My biggest fan. Jenny, welcome to today's show. Glad to see you here. So today I'm going to be sharing my screen with you guys to show you guys how to build $1 million note portfolio for yourself using other people's money, and how to do it in less than 4 years. That's the big deal that I really want you guys to get, because it doesn't have to take a long time to do this. In other words, in 4 years or less, you could be a millionaire. Now, how does that sound? Hit me up in the chat. I want you guys to do me a favor too. Share this Facebook live, please. Share it with your group and see if we can get some more folks on here too. This is a really good topic. Everybody wants to know, especially nowadays, everybody's stuck in their houses trying to figure out how they can make some money. Well, what I'm showing you guys is how they can actually build a home-based business to make some money and set themselves free so that at some point they never have to work again. Not for someone else, anyway. That's the name of the game to me. I want to welcome Denise. Denise is on with us today. Denise Shipley, welcome to today's show. I'm glad to have you here. So here's what I'm going to show you guys. Let's just start going through a little presentation. And if you have any questions, you can hit me up in the chat. As I said, please share this if you don't mind sharing this through your Facebook, to your Facebook community. I would appreciate that. I'd love to get more people on here to learn this lesson and to also know about our future lessons. What I'm going to be talking to you guys about today is a program for raising private capital. Because one of the things that I learned a long time ago, way back in the 80s, before you guys were probably even born, I learned that you're going to run out of money when you're an investor, and you're going to need other people's help in order to continue investing. And so I learned how to raise money back in the early 80s. And that's what I'll be teaching you guys. If you know how to raise money, you can do anything. You can flip houses, you can buy apartment buildings, you can build subdivisions, because you know how to raise money. And so people that don't know how to raise money, they find themselves limited. And it is a skill set, by the way. It's not just something that you fall into. It is a skill set. And so I'm going to be showing you guys how to raise money, the secrets of raising money. Welcome, Joyce, to our Facebook Live today. Welcome, Joyce. Glad to see you here today. All right. So moving forward, here's what you'll learn. I actually have a program to teach you this, and I'll share the details of that program with you guys as we go through this. But this is what I teach people who are in my program. It's my coaching program. I teach you how to attract millions of dollars in private capital, where to find good mortgage notes to invest in. I also teach you how to quickly identify a bad investment. That's really important, right? You don't want to make a mistake and step on a landmine. I teach you the simple steps for evaluating risk. It's called due diligence, but I teach you how to do some basic due diligence so that you don't make mistakes. I also teach you the math. In the world of investing, it's about the numbers. And if you understand how to use a financial calculator to do the math, you can greatly increase your chances of making profits and bigger yields and bigger ROIs. That stands for return on investment of your money. I also share with you guys in my training the top 3 ways to structure a private capital deal. I show you how and when to use land trusts, if you should use them. I show you how to present your deals to potential investors and financial friends or partners or whatever you want to call them. And I share the tools that I use to manage my own portfolio. I'll also teach you the paperwork and all the players involved in this and their roles. Guys, what I'm talking about, the things that you'll learn if you decide to join me on this quest, is that you will learn how to help people get their money out of the stock market where they're worried and losing sleep and losing money. I fear They're going to lose a lot of money real soon because the stock market, I think, is about to take a big hit, a big one. And it may take a while to come back. Same thing for the real estate market. I think it's about to take a big, big hit. And it may be a while before it makes a comeback. So what I'm going to show you today is how to structure a winning deal that people will use once you explain it to them and show it to them, because it'll just make sense. So here's how I structure my deals, and here's how I built $1 million portfolio over the last maybe 18 months, 20 months or so. I put together $1 million portfolio. Guys, let me tell you, it's doable. You're going to love this. So here's how you do this. The first thing that you need to do is find a performing note that pays 12% or more. Now, how do you find notes that pay 12% or more? Well, guess what? I teach you how to find those notes. However, you can also buy them right from our company. Our company sells mortgage notes, and most of the time they pay 12% or more. I had two of them this past weekend where they both paid more than 12%. I think one was at 12, and I think one was at like 12 and a half or something like that. They're gone. They're sold already, but you can find notes that pay 12% or more. That's the first step in the process of building $1 million note portfolio. Okay. Once you have found a note that pays 12% or more, then you want to find someone that's seeking passive income. Now, let me just explain that to you. That's your private party investor that I've been talking about. Now, who would that be? Think about that. That could be anybody that is not happy where their money is invested. There are people right now that have a lot of money sitting in a bank account earning 1 or 2% or less. There are people putting their money into certificates of deposits, CDs. I've heard them called certificates of disappointment. And I think that's not a bad name for them because they pay such miserable little returns. Before the COVID thing happened, I was in my bank. I bank at Navy Fed. And the manager comes walking up to me and telling me, hey, Desi, we've got a new investment product that you can earn 2.75%. And I thought, ooh, wow, thank you. Yeah, I didn't want to burst her bubble, but geez, I don't even get out of bed for 2.75%. So I just thanked her for sharing that with me, but she was excited about it. And she should be, because I guess banks don't generally pay very much. So there are people who have their money sitting in bank accounts not earning very much. There are other people who have their money in the stock market. And right now they're worried. It could be their retirement money. It could just be their own capital. Doesn't matter. If your 401k or your IRA is stuck right now in the markets, you should be losing sleep because you're going to lose your money and you're going to lose a lot of it. If your money is tied up in real estate, rental houses, or even the house you're living in, you should be losing sleep because you're about to lose a bunch of equity when this whole COVID thing starts to ease up. You're going to see the markets take a terrible turn for the worse, I fear. Okay. There are people out there who just want to have more fun and not worry so much, right? And their money keeps them worried, and you can help those people. There are people who want to save for the future, maybe for college education for their kids, or they just want to save for their retirement or save for another home or whatever, but they don't know what to do with their money. You see, and there's people out there who just want to make a difference, people who want to give back, and they can't afford to give back because the little money they have doesn't earn very much. I learned a while ago that you want your money working for you instead of you always just working for your money. And so that's how you want to structure your deals. You're going to find a note that pays 12%, then you want to find someone out there that needs your help, and they're all over the place. And then you want to offer them an opportunity to partner with you on your deal. Let me show you an example of a deal that you might get someone to partner with you on. Okay. Here's a deal here. It's a little mortgage note that I own. It's in Alabama. I call it the little house on the prairie. As you can see back there, it's a little manufactured home on 3 acres, cute little house. A guy, I'll tell you the story on this one here. A guy bought this place here a while ago, and he bought it to live in for a while. Then he retired. He was a salesman. When he retired, he decided he would sell that place. The market value, the appraised value for that house at that time was $65,000. He sold it, and he carried back the paper. In other words, he carried back financing for the people that bought the house from him. And if you're not familiar with what that means instead of the buyer of this house going to the bank to get a mortgage, the guy said, look, just give me your down payment and then you can pay me every month. And what he did is he wrote 2 documents for them. One of them is called a promissory note. The other is called a mortgage. And you've heard of both of those, I'm sure. And in the promissory note, it's just an IOU where the people said, hey, for the next 15 years, we'll pay you $413 a month. That works out to be a 7% interest rate. Okay. And he loaned them $46,000. Basically, he said, I will wait on $46,000. The difference he put in they put it down in cash. So they put down $19,000. He carried back $46,000 in payments, and he's taking that at $413 a month. So now they were paying him every month, but then something came up in his life and he needed his money. As a matter of fact, he told me what it was. He needed a surgery, and he needed to get his hands on $20,000 as fast as possible. The people that bought the house didn't have $20,000 to pay him, and so he decided he would sell the note because you can do that, right? A mortgage note is just like a piece of real estate, just like a house or anything else. You can sell it to someone else. So I offered him $26,750 for his mortgage note. He agreed to take it. So look at that now. What does that mean? When I bought that mortgage note for $26,750, those people in the house still owe me $46,000. It's a young man that lives in that house. He's in his 20s, and his mom is a real estate agent, and she also owns a bar in the town where this place is located. And but they still owe me $46,000. Just because I gave their lender, the seller of that place, their lender, $26,750 to buy his position doesn't mean their debt has been forgiven. So they owe me $46,000 the day I bought the note. That means the day I bought the note, I have $19,250 in equity in that investment, don't I? I mean, if they sold the house the next day, they'd have to pay me $46,000. Isn't that cool? So I bought that note at a discount, and I had instant equity. The problem that I had at the time that this note came up for sale was that I didn't have $26,750 liquid to pull the trigger. See, when you invest a lot like I do, it's not unusual that you'll be out of cash. Have a lot of assets, but not a lot of cash. And I always keep a cash reserve, but I won't dip into my reserve to do this. This is my investment money. So what I did, I reached out to a gentleman that I knew. He's an engineer, also lives in Alabama. And I knew he had a retirement account with the company he worked for. And I also knew that his money was in the stock market. And I approached him and I said, look, how are you feeling about the stock market? And he said, well, you know, not so good. Sometimes it's okay. Sometimes it's not. It's just a little scary. And I said, I got a better option for you. How about this? How about if you invest with me in a deal that I'm structuring? And I explained the whole deal to him, which I'm going to show you guys in just a minute. And he liked it. And he decided he would fund my deal. In other words, he would put up to $26,750 to do this deal. And I would manage the deal. I would manage the portfolio. We decided we would split the monthly payments 70-30. He gets 70% of the payment. I would get 30% of the payment every month. Okay. And that we would split that $19,250 discount. We would split that 50-50. So if these people ran out and refinanced the mortgage real quick, paid us off, he'd get half that 19 and I'd get half that 19. Now, is that a good deal or not? Well, let's take a look and I'll show you. Okay. Maybe a good deal, maybe not. So we structured this as a joint venture. Now, if you don't know what a joint venture is, it's a partnership. It's just a fancy word for a partnership. We could have structured it as a partial purchase. We could have structured this as something called a hypothecation. I mean, there are other options. I just wanted to do a joint venture, especially I showed you guys this one because it's a joint venture and it's simple. It's a partnership. We agreed to be partners. And as partners, he was going to get 70% of the monthly payment and I was going to get 30%. And there are the numbers. Each month, He receives $289, and each month I receive $124. That's our split. So is that a good deal for him? Hit me up in the chat. What do you think? Is that a good deal for him? While you guys are doing that, I'm just going to show you something here. Tell you a little bit about my training program real quick. I have a little training program. If you go to my website is investbrilliantly.com. Cool name, ain't it? Investbrilliantly.com. I like it. So if you go to my website, this is the homepage for my website. There's a button right there called Tell Me About the Coaching Program. And what I'm showing you guys today is exactly the coaching program that I'm talking about. So all you got to do is go to investbrilliantly.com, click on that little link right there. Tell me about the coaching program. And I will, and I have a video on there that'll tell you all about the coaching program. And if you want to do it, you can sign up with me. If you decide to sign up with me, it's only $97 a month. There is no contract. And on that video at the website, it explains how it all works. Okay, I'm not going to go into it today. So let's get back to our study. All right, so here's what we've got. We've got a situation where now I have a joint venture partner. I've got a person who put up all the money for the asset, and I'm going to keep an eye on the asset. That's my part of the deal. I like that. It works out pretty good for me. It works out pretty good for my partner. And it's just called a win-win. And right now I have almost 50 of these types of arrangements going on. Okay. So you can do this. Oh, here we go. Let me get back here. Here we go. There we go. So you can do this, guys. This is totally doable. And I teach you exactly how I accomplish it. So as I said before, we also agreed to split the $19,000. So look at it this way. The day that we got into this deal, he got 70% of the monthly payment and 50% of the upfront profit, the discount. So let's look at it from his perspective. I've helped my partner. The buy-in is $26,750. He's going to collect 180 payments of $289. So his $26,000 literally is going to double to $52,000. His $26,000 is going to double to $52,000. He's earning 10.01% on his money. Banks today are paying less than 2%. Most are paying less than 1%. I mean, this is far better for him. It will take a bank 10 years to pay him what he'll make in 1 year dealing with me on this. You guys see how powerful that is? Plus, he's increased his net worth, haven't he? His $26,000, the day he invested it, was now worth $26,000 plus $9,000 in discount. His $26,000 was instantly worth $35,000. You guys see that? Isn't that good stuff? His money is safe because that little house that you see in that picture is our collateral. If these people don't pay us, if they stop paying us, we get that house and we can sell that house for $65,000. I mean, we're in a very safe position. Either we get paid, we get the money, or we get the house. Very safe position. That's why banks don't buy rentals, right? That's why banks don't flip houses, because that stuff is too risky. So did my partner do well? Yes or no? Yes or no? Did my partner do well? Can't see it. Put it over in the chat. If you're on your computer, put it in the chat. Did my partner do well? I say yes. I say my partner did really well. Let's take a look at mine, and then I'm going to show you guys exactly how it works out for both of us, and how this whole program can make you a millionaire in less than 4 years. So how did I do? Well, I now have a note in my portfolio, don't I? I now have a portfolio. It has one note in it, but I have a portfolio. Derek says, yes, your partner did well. See, that's the name of the game. You do well by helping others do well. Thank you, Derek. I appreciate that feedback. My partner did well. Well, here's how it worked out for me. I have zero money invested, but yet I'm entitled to collect $124 a month for the next 15 years. That comes to $22,320. Jenny said, yes, yes, my partner did well. And you're right, Jenny, my partner did well. And so did I. Think about this. This deal is worth $22,320 to me, isn't it? At a bare minimum, it's worth $9,000 at least. It could be worth as much as $22,320. So here's what I want you guys to get. I know $124 a month doesn't sound like a lot, but it is. It adds up over time. And this is just one asset. You know, it's funny. I was showing this to a gentleman once before, I'd say about 3 or 4 months ago. And he said, well, you know, I just don't get inspired by $124. Yet, during our conversation, he was also telling me about a property that he was looking at to buy, a rental property that he could rent it out for $1,500 a month, which is wonderful. He said, hey, now that inspires him, $1,500 a month rent. However, once we ran through the numbers, he's going to have a mortgage payment of about $1,300 a month with taxes and insurance included. And if anything goes wrong with that place, or if he has a vacancy, that's going to eat him up. I mean, he's only looking at a $200 a month positive cash flow on that thing, you know, and he's got to cover expenses if something breaks, or if it's vacant, or if the taxes go up, or whatever. He's got to deal with all of that with his little $200 payment. You know what has to come out of this $124? Nothing. This $124 goes right into my pocket. Okay. That's why this is a much better scenario. So let me show you guys the rest of this and we'll wrap this up. Here's how you can become a millionaire in the next 4 years. You help one person a month to pull their money out of the stock market. You help one person a month to strengthen their retirement. You help one person a month get some passive income into their world. You help one person a month sleep better because their money is not at risk. I mean, that's all you got to do. Did you see every statement that I made started with help one person? You got to help somebody, guys. That's what this is about. People need our help. They don't know what they don't know. All they know is, hey, I go to work. I'm a teacher. I'm a doctor, whatever. I go to work. I put my money in my 401k, my IRA. I don't know what they're doing with it. I hope they don't lose it. Man, what kind of way is that to live? We can do better than that. But here's how it works for you. If you do this once a month, not even for 4 full years, just for 45 months. If you do it 45 months out of the next 48 months, and if the deals were an average of 124 bucks. Now, I know you have no perspective, but let me just tell you, my average on my portfolio is $153. That's my average. I'm saying here, if you average $124 per note, at the end of 4 years, you're going to have $5,500 a month coming in. That's right. $5,500 a month coming in. And we're only talking about you having 45 partners. Think of it this way, 45 clients. Let me ask you something. Can a doctor have 45 clients and accomplish what you accomplished? Have $5,500 a month coming in for the next decade because they had 45 clients? The answer is no. No. Can a teacher? No. Can any salesman, a real estate agent? No. Nobody. I mean, this is amazing. But look at this. For you now, you're going to have $5,500 a month coming in. You own 45 notes. They are worth $22,000 each. You just do the math. 45 times 22,000 is $1 million plus. Guess what? You, my friend, are a millionaire. You have $1 million note portfolio. You have $67,000 a month, a year in annual income coming in from your portfolio. You don't owe one dime on your portfolio. It's completely paid in full because you didn't invest a nickel. I mean, is that incredible? I mean, think about that. Is that incredible? And it's totally, totally doable. I teach you how to do that. That's exactly what I teach you how to do in my training. Okay? It's totally, totally doable. You can learn how to do that. Just go to investbrilliantly.com, click on that link, right there. Go to investbrilliantly.com. That's my homepage. Click on that link, and I'll show you exactly how to do this. That's all you got to do. Sign up for my program. I'll teach you how to do this. Now, let me show you a little bit more here because there's something that you should understand. Is this going to be easy? No. It's simple, but it's not easy. You're going to have to work to build this. But we're talking about you changing your life and changing the life of your children and the lives of 45 other people. And by the way, you don't have to stop at 45. I know of one guy, I don't know him personally, but I know of one guy who has over 7,000 of these. 7,000. I mean, think about that. How many people do you want to help, right? I'm just talking about helping one person at a time, one person a month. But if you're the type of person who can reach out to a group of people, if you're okay with standing up before a group of people, who knows? You might go out and speak at some group and walk out of there with 4 joint venture partners. That's just the reality of it. And every single month, and I mean without fail, I add another joint venture partner to my portfolio. That means every single month I earn more money than I did the month before. So is it going to be easy? No. Is it worth it? Yes. It's absolutely worth it. The secret to the success in this space is right there on the screen. Get started and just never quit. You know, there's people out there that are cheap talkers. They'll get started, but as soon as the work gets to be a little bit work, they'll quit. All I'm saying is either be a doer or a talker. You know, I suspect that you should be a doer. If you want to do this, you got to be a doer. And here's what I know about you. Even if you're on this call and I've never spoken to you, if you're watching this video, I've never spoken to you. Here's something that I do know about you. I know this for sure. And if you're honest with yourself, you're going to know that what I'm about to say is absolutely true. And that is this: the things that you have wanted in your life, the things that you've made up your mind, I'm doing it, I'm getting it, it's happening. Those things have always happened for you. Think back. Maybe it was the person that you're married to. Maybe it was a house that you were going to buy, a car you were going to get, or vacation you were going to take. The things that you made up your mind, you were going to do it. That was it. See, I raised my kids telling them this: people do what they want to do. The things that you decide that you want to do, and I mean that you're going to do them, you do them. And if there's something that you don't accomplish, it's because you really didn't want to do it. And for years, I was carrying an extra 40 pounds of weight on my body. And I would tell people, yeah, I really want to lose weight. But the truth is, I didn't want to lose weight. If I did want to lose weight, I would have done what? I would have stopped eating so darn much, and I would have lost weight. Because ultimately, one day, when my weight went to the highest it had ever been, I looked in the mirror and I said, that's it, fat boy. That's it. You're done. And I lost weight. I lost 45 pounds. And it wasn't hard because I'd made up my mind. So I'm telling you guys, the things that you make up your mind to do, you just do them. It's not a chore. If you decide you want to use this program to become a millionaire, you will use this program to become a millionaire. I did it. I did it in less than 2 years. You will do it. If you won't do it, then don't do it. I mean, I don't really care. It doesn't impact me one way or the other. I'm simply saying this is a real way that you can become wealthy. It's for real. This is not some hype. This is not some get rich quick thing. This is something that you can do. And I'll show you how to do it. And right now I have about 30 students that I'm helping. You can do it. I don't help people for free. You have 2 ways to work with me. One is you can buy a mortgage note from me and I will teach you this because you bought your mortgage from my company. Or you can sign up for my program. It's $97 a month, no contract, just month to month, quit anytime. If you want to quit, if you're a quitter, quit anytime. But if you want to make this happen, you just never quit. And I'll show you how to become wealthy. All right. So there you go, guys. That's what I got. I hope you guys found this enlightening. I hope you found it inspirational and just motivational, because this is life-changing stuff. Not just your life, you can change other people's lives too. Honestly, you can help people sleep better. You can help people have better retirements. You can help people get ready for college for their children. I mean, you can help people and you can get rich in the process. Oh my gosh. I love it. All right, guys. Well, look, I'm going to wrap this up. I want to thank you guys so much for participating today. God bless you all so much. And I look forward to hearing you guys. Get over to my website, get yourself signed up on my website, and investbrilliantly.com. And then from there, I'll get notified. We'll get on the phone and we'll get you started. All right. God bless you.